Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. No, I'm not belting out this time around. Hello and welcome everyone back to streams. And our first official stream of 2025. Yeah, so... Sorry, excuse me. I do currently have a cough sweet, hot water bottle, and I may have some vapor rub making my eyes a little bit watery as I am in the center of your common winter cold and chest infection, you know. Happens to everyone, you know, as one might expect. But we are here today with Honkai Star Rail. Now, Honkai Star Rail's latest part of story has been out for the longest time. In fact, yesterday, it's the second, Jesus. Yesterday was the actual presentation for 3.0, which means we have a story to complete before that comes out. Possibly a new map to explore, everything. So, we're going to be trying to get as much of it done today, and if we don't get it done, we'll be coming back next week, hopefully, to finish it off. Granted, don't know how much will be left when we get to that point. I will probably be checking a guide just to see how far and close we are by the time we hit that 3-hour mark, just in case. So it might go a bit longer today. We'll have to see. So, I don't mind actually of holding it this long, because Sunday was the first half of the banner. As much as I wanted Sunday, I wanted whomever was in the second a little bit more. So that's how we are starting today. We are going to be starting with our Twig pulls, aka, if I pull it over, we'll be starting with our new Ting Yun pulls. Now, as always, we've come to a location special for the character. Ooh. So where are we today? Ooh, hang on, what's going on now? Hello? Hang on, our control seems... My control seems to be being a bit weird. Let me just reconfigure it. Hopefully it's not trying to load too much at once.
Nice.
There we go. That's better. So where are we? We're at the tea house. Now, why did I choose the tea house? It's almost like a certain fox likes boba tea. Well, I do think I have stalled enough. The long voyage home with Fuig. Fuigi? I don't know how you say her name. Now, the 4 stars. Gallagher, Mika, Yukong. Not the most exciting out there. I think a lot of the 4 stars aren't getting as exciting as can be now. We'll have to see. So we do have 234 summons, which means we're definitely getting our home. We're definitely getting our home. Will we get her light cone? Who knows? Will it go the same as last time? Who knows? So let's see how long ago we last pulled. We pulled for Linksha, and that is sitting at 9. So we are 9 pulls in. So without further ado, shall we begin? I believe we shall. Let's just check everything is working. Yep. Let's begin. So don't forget to count, guys. 19. But who do we get back as our 4-star? Swordplay. Okay. We got a cone as our 4-star. Up to 29. Come on, I have boba tea waiting. One Yukong. This guarantees us either a second 4-star or Actually, oh my god, wait. Background of Yukong's there. That explains why she's here. 2 Yukongs. Now we have a 5-star Yukong as well. 39. Oof. She is a late bloomer. I wouldn't mind more Gallagher. I like my healers. Obviously, I'm a healer and support player in most games, if not a tank. So, we're only guaranteed 1 here with Under the Blue Sky. 49. Character, please, this time. Okay, I'm not upset getting Misha's. I still don't have Misha's achievement, actually. So, if I can power up Misha a bit more, I'm fine with this. That's what, 59 now? I'm going to skip this time around. There's a Gallagher! 69! Ha! It's almost like she knew. But, is it her? We are on a 50-50, so let's see! As always, my eyes are closed. I mean, I guess 69 makes sense. It's Bronya. But that does mean we have a guarantee when she next comes home. Oh, Bronya, how many of you do I have now? You're not going to tell me. How many Bronyas have I had now? $20? Is this gonna be like the 3rd character in a row to come home late? 30? Come on, I want a chance at your light cone at least. 40? Up to 50? $60? 70. There she is. Wouch. Once again, a couple hundred spent into getting the character. I don't have early game luck as much as I used to, but oh well. Hello, Lucina, you're just in time. For Shushan? No. For Fwig. This, though, is why I save my points. This is 100% why I always save my passes and don't just spend them. Much as I wish I could, I learned hard from Genshin. You don't do so. So here she is, our evolved version of Ting. Oh, the head doesn't follow us. I thought the head usually follows you when you go around them, but apparently not. I'm so happy to have her home. I was one of the big Tingyun fans, so to have her home, I'm quickly full of that. So her head is kind of broken. Blood forgot what happened. No, actually, Jeremy, you'll find this is the resurrection version of her. If I remember the leaks correctly. Fwig is the... Oh, wait, no, wait. Oh, my God, yeah, it's even weirder that her head doesn't fall. Surely she can twist her head around like an owl. If anything. My apologies. I remember what happened to Ting Yun, not Fwig, but... So, with her behind well, out of the paywall now, I suppose we should go for her light cone. We do have enough for one confirmation on light cones. However, will this go like Linkshires and force us to spend points? I hope not, but... Let's see. Actually, before we do go any further, let's just quickly... You need to get back to this game. Can't see this. Yeah, there's a lot on this. So, okay. Resolution. So we are starting fresh on this. So will the light cone come home quick? Apparently not, but there's another march. Yeah, Pearls of Sweat is also good for her. Yeah, this one as well. Really good. 30. $40. My God, what is my terrible luck? 50. 60. No, we're going full 100% chance. Unfortunately. I think it's 70 is the max. It's 80 on character, no, 90 on characters. The new, yes. I think we pull some singles here. Now, we start pulling singles. Right, 75 chance of it being hers. I'm turning away. I'm looking away. That's a really nice poster on my wall. That's a really, really nice poster. Come on, please. Please. Oh, thank fuck. I was actually worried. Now, the question is, do we try and get a second one with 46? Or do I try and get another character? Or do I hold off for the Herta? I think it's smart to hold off for Herta next, because Herta will sit alongside another character that I want to play more in a team. So... we have 35 silver summons up next. We do have a confirmation on getting a 5-star. You can't take the Herta seriously anymore. Because of Kingdom Hearts? So as you can see, we have not had a 5-star in this for a long time. In fact, we have not had a 5-star on this banner since before it reset. So we are on near confirmation. I think in the next 10, we are confirmed to get a 5-star from the standard. So without further ado, we have one Bronya this summon. Who do we get as our 5-star this time? Because you were... oh, because someone... of course. Right, come on, Bailu. I want another Bailu. Japard's light cone? You know what? That's even better than getting a 5-star character. I've got Aventurine with his light cone. Well, I guess we better spend the other 25 and see what happens. We have a Herta, we got a Herta and a Henya, and we got lesbians. Yay. We got Sunday Best. More cornucopias. I should wait for this bit before I do it, just in case it's a 5-star. Otherwise, I am going to skip a goddamn 5-star. I think pretty much all five stars I have actually have their light cones at the moment. I know last time there's a free 5-star event for Bronya. Yep. Funny you say that. I kept mine around because I wasn't sure what I was going to get. Hell yeah. So I'm grabbing Bailu. So let's have a quick look at what we have obtained. Bailu, you go up to C or E4, not C.
The life of the videoterer is like a dream.
She sounds like me, stuffed up in the nose. Bronya up to 2. Well. E4 is attack boost, yep. So that's good. That is her next breaking point. This is definitely one that you want with Bronya. Because, I'm sorry, speed increases are flipping amazing. Let's actually have a look. Yep. Yep. Standard. Yep. 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 Didn't bother polling because he was getting out for free. Oh, I don't have his, actually. Interesting. I'm pretty sure it's not his anyway. Huh. But I do have Japard's ready now if to go with. Increase defense by 20 and effect hit rate by that. Versus... Where's effective resistance? I mean, this has been doing absolutely goddamn amazing for me. So to upgrade it would be good too. Yeah. So I think Adventuring might be the only pulled 5-star that I haven't got one for. Yeah. Ah, so if Adventuring comes around again, at least you did remind me. So let's equip this right here. And I guess let's show how sweaty a grinding characters I am.
Metamorphosis is always about breaking free from the past.
Oh, of course, you're the new voice actress, aren't you? Okay, hopefully the new voice actress will grow on me. I much preferred, like, at the moment, preferred original voice for her, but hey.
Metamorphosis is always about breaking free from the past.
I mean, I guess because you aren't Tingyun, it makes sense that you don't sound like Tingyun. You know, that was a facade put up to trick us, kind of thing.
Now I'll be able to keep up with all of you.
Well, you're still gonna have tons of targets on your head, Fuik. I hope you realize that. I think this is the one thing I didn't prepare for was the light cone for some reason. In which case, whoops. And we do have a team to set her on, do not worry. In fact, I won't even have to change my team. How good's that? Ooh, up to 69. Nice. Actually, no, never mind. I did prepare for her a light cone. What am I doing? I could just do this. This is so much faster. Use all the light cones that I'm not going to need because I am very prescient in it. Oh yes, I was 100%. I like to pre-farm for a lot of characters. Now, because I can't confirm I'll get the Herta, I'm a little less interested in pre-farming per se. Which is unfortunate. So the character I want her to work alongside, because I believe she does, is Jade. I believe Herta can work very well alongside Jade. There is also, though, good news in this game, Lucina, about the upcoming 3.0 stuff. They're going to allow you to re-roll stats and substats. So you don't need to choose it. You can also re-roll stats soon enough. Yeah.
This vast universe has so many worlds I've yet to explore.
Oh, I actually ran out of something. Ah, this is the boss material. Ah, it was the boss material I ran out of. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's the one thing I forgot. Boss material. I knew I'd forgotten something. Oh, well. You know what we can do before the story? Go kick Fantalia's ass. It does, actually. It's actually kind of smart that she does need it. I like it. Have you ever just farmed so much that... Funny enough, a lot of this farming actually comes off other characters as well already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of them. Okay, I don't think we get anywhere near that from her, but... I could throw on the team and see how she runs. Couldn't I? Then again, this team composition. I say we try it with... Where are they? There you are. You just need a slight altercation because we need shields up in here.
Lay out your plans, Memo Keeper. I will find my...
Let's see how this goes. Obviously, we have a weak point here with Gwyn. Actually,
I weep for the departed.
trying to think. Gwyn, I mean, I don't think we're gonna have any trouble just looking at the damage.
You'll face the dead. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Ow, I think. I remember when this boss was actually pseudo-difficult. Then again, I remember when Concolia could have been difficult. To be fair, I farmed for Acheron for about 3 months in terms of gear.
I weep for the departed.
Say goodbye to your health bar!
Dare you?
Again? Bust? Or maybe I'll take it off.
She's just stuck in the ground! Get her! She's stuck like a dog trio! Get her ass!
It's on me.
See, this team is so good, it plays a 4-star.
Time to end this.
There are other 4-star characters I want to place in place of Gwyn, and funnily enough, Tingyun's new form is one of them.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
The funniest thing I've got is if... Oh, we need to get 3 off that. Okay, well, I will come back later and I'll get the other 2. The funny thing with this one is if Acheron gets a kill using her ult on the final stage of the swarm. Because they die and debuff each other, she basically gets given another ult immediately. It's hilarious. Yeah, it's definitely difficult if you're going to grind for multiple characters. I would say select one or a few that might use the same gear.
Universe has so many worlds.
So I farmed for Firefly, Lingsha, and Acheron at the same time, kind of thing. Or basically how I did it is, when I got to a certain extent point, I was like, well, I'm going to farm for Lingsha. If I get any gear that is better for Firefly or that, I will see about swapping it out. Kind of thing. So, relics. This is where the difficulty comes in. So we want to focus. Relics, give me 1 second. Effect hit rate. That's on someone. Oh, it's already here. And break effect, and possibly speed. 2, 2, 1, 1. These are all the 2s here. Speed, break effect, or effect rate in that. You have Jinglu, Firefly, Danheng, Black Swan. I mean, I think Sparkle and Firefly. Sorry. No. I don't think any of them play similar stuff, unfortunately. I'm definitely going to get a better one than defense on. Then again, defense isn't bad if I can get speed. Speed, break effect. Effect break. Effect break. Effect break. Break speed. If I can get speed on one of these, that'll be good. I've got a 4-star somewhere. Oh my god. Attack percentage isn't bad attack percentage, but I really want to have an artifact here that's got 3 things. I think could be Jingler, Danheng, might be Speed, Fintilia. When it comes to bosses, yeah. Attack again. Oof. Effect resistance. Oof. I'd really like to have 3 things on it that I would like. Why are you the way that you are? Choosing the only few things that I don't need. Right, our last chance on Arm to get something of somewhat want. And we failed. Okay, fine. Let's do... Where's the attack one? Crit damage and attack. Put that on for now. Right, chest piece. We want effect hit rate with 2. There we go. Speed and break effect. And defense, even though it's flat defense. What's the other ones? 1. This is the main one we want. Boots. We probably want speed with the 2, I'm guessing. You almost always want speed on boots. I still find it funny how these have wheels on these boots. Hey, there we go. That's perfect. That's pretty much what I want for now. Right, spear. We're looking for HP or defense, with preferably the 3. I don't think we're going to get the 3. We have a 2. That'll do. And rope, we want break effect or energy regenerate, which will be more based upon what we actually get. So it'll be more. This will be more based upon the rest of our kit, to be honest. So we'll run this for now. It's not perfect. It's not the end goal of this. Obviously, this will look different when I'm done training. Like, break effect's going to go up through the bleeding roof. We probably wanted, let's see, effect hit rate. We want this to be about 67% in the end.
As in a dream.
So the effect hit rate from, is it chest piece? How much does that raise at full level? I'm actually going to raise it to its full level just to be aware of. Also, that was terrible. 4 into defense. Ouch. Definitely not where you want it to go. So, at least I know where to go. I have the ability to make some more artifacts. So, we are now sitting at effect hit 62. So, it needs to be 67, I believe, is for... Is it Talia that does that? No. Is it this one? We can say effect increase. No. Okay. What's the armor do? Where's her armor? Relics. So yes, we need to get break effect to 150 or higher. That's a definite. So she isn't getting the full thing from it yet. What can I increase her for break effect? One of these was break effect, wasn't it? It was this one. Just so she, for now, fits the criteria for her stuff. And then I will try to make it better over time. Right, okay. Brain, I think after about half an hour of trying to sort her out, I think we are looking now good. I'm getting on with this story. No, someone has something to say. Who has something to say? Gallagher has something to say.
Careful. Don't get too lost in those sweet dreams.
Hey, Gallagher C6 ain't bad. Oh my god, there's quite a few things to say, huh?
In the obscure prophecy of Dream, a star from the heavens has enlightened my path. The one thing I look for...
C6 Mika! Hell yeah!
Growing up, of course.
About that.
Heavens are vast. The kite flies where it wishes.
Oof. Right. So, we have a team to pilot.
Don't worry, Miss Ranmei. I am recovering well.
What could that be about? I wonder. Let's begin. You're a bitch.
Amphorius, the eternal land.
Yeah.
That's because Amphoros doesn't exist.
World hidden away from
I'm sorry, it is the Elysian realm. It does not exist. It is a simulation of a dead world.
Mysterious, all right.
I don't care what people say. I'm gonna go off the belief it is just the Elysian realm. We are going to meet the Flame Chasers. I don't care what they said during the presentation that, oh, these are brand new characters. There's gonna be similarities, but they're all going to be fucking dead and not exist.
Handle?
I've been here for nearly 2 years now.
Has it been that long?
Now, we are probably going to have an unvoiced patch for 3.0. As you can see here, and I did mention it last time we streamed, most characters
Consider
kind
Pawpaw's
of
opinion,
don't
too.
have voices.
They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Yeah. Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
How are we going to refuel on a planet that doesn't exist too?
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Ah, so that explains why we're still
Or
here.
we could also revisit our previous stops. to
Wait,
make
yeah,
sure
actually,
we
hang on a
have
second.
navigation routes
Why are we at Penacony when our last stop was at,
have been repaired.
our last stop was at, the Alliance? Because we had to return there for the main story. So technically, we shouldn't be in Penacony in terms of the story right now. Oh, there you go. They'll witness the judge. Oh, okay. So this occurs before the war dance. Oh my god. The time skipping in this game has just got a little bit too mad this patch.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. Is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutralized. They're just putting on a show. I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those outsiders, isn't it?
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Who knows who's been fanning the flame?
You have my thanks.
There are a dozen...
Forever stuck at MC. Hello, welcome on in to the Arcadia Network. It's a pleasure to have you. Hopefully you're having a lovely day today.
How the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
I'm trying to remind myself of everything that happened in Penacony because of
It's
this.
probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
The rap for it? Was it Rapper?
You mean the former Oak family head?
Bingo.
Oh, so I haven't actually seen his new form yet. I mean, obviously it was shown in the artwork, but I haven't seen it in model, so this will be exciting.
Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though.
Hello.
Beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez. Are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured.
Stop trying to hide him. We know who it is.
In our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Wait a minute. Those feathers.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Or has he been wiped?
Do you recall when or where we might have met?
Has he just been wiped from their memories?
Must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
Okay. Interesting. I thought he was going to remain in jail, is the
You
problem.
sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Pentecost.
So who is that really?
The only one you can rely on. What about her?
Yeah, what about your sister, huh?
At least she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
She wasn't spared from it, because she joined us in the battle. So...
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you. Eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you...
1 week. Why are you talking like you're Kafka?
Like a
Or
show of
Kafka?
sympathy, for example.
Just in the tone. It sounds very Kafka-like.
That.
She should still be in Pentecost. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home.
Alright, I'll play this team then. Bitch. Aha! I have an insurance claim on you now! Man, I missed that. Feels like forever since we got here. But it's been less than a year. Okie dokie.
I see 2 bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat-and-dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Are you Sparkle?
You will repay this favor
Because cat and dog, enemies.
You're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Holy moly. Can you get any more conceited?
That's definitely someone in disguise, though. They're not talking like this is actually who they are.
I showed you a way to survive.
If this comes to the end, and that is literally a real person, I'm gonna be so surprised.
And felt lost about your future. I did everything within my power to help.
It
you
is a real
safeguard your
person?
position in the
What?
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Pentecost? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint.
Oh yeah, he is working for IPC, isn't he?
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One.
Huh.
Dare to exceed his bounds.
So it wasn't a prison break, at
Descend
least.
to the mortal realm and walk their lands. See what this world.
Man, Jade is really just God. She's just a goddess, in all literal terms.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due. So why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Bingo.
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Pentecost, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
There's something else I want to do, too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than
No,
capable
it's the
of
case he
working
wants to
things out.
eradicate any of the
I
old
might have gone
ways.
astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
I mean, at least he's responsible. I'll give
You
him
should
that.
also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight and always aligned with the tips of your shoes.
I do not like
You should
this
always ensure
analogy.
that everything is in order before walking out the door.
Screw you.
The same applies.
Me who
when
just
leaving
runs
my
out the
home
door in
for
the
a
morning
while,
to get to
too.
work.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I mean, Mr. 1 Week. Please excuse me, I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park.
Let's call it Bloody
just say
Monday.
that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences.
God, why am
to
I
show
just
me
got
what he'd
so
learned in
tired
life.
out of nowhere.
But there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled. This place is no exception. The distorted after echoes of the order
Don't destroy it. I like gambling.
only add to the chaos.
Let's see what we have on these notes. No consumption of food except for burgers. What? No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
What happens if I break?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
I don't see how that works.
Wait, don't... That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out.
Well, I broke this one
Only
multiple
cast and
times.
crew members are allowed on the
Whoops.
stage.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
I broke this one 100 times.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide
So that
those
one
who
works.
lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
I tried to warn you. How do you feel?
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dream Weavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
What's the plan?
So when do we get to the point where he joins the Express?
Complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now? Oh, I say we pass on this.
Rules are made to be broken!
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt Troop while the Dream Jolt Troop where? Are they hiding or something? Oh, there it is. Found it.
Just one moment.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Wait. Is that really all you've got on you?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Like I say.
Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough.
It's just gonna ignore the fact that we said he's on the run, you know?
Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
Bombs.
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule? They can't be seriously going that far, right? No. Hey, look out!
So we don't get to try my new team, but we are gonna try and use both of the teams at least.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Because why not? Both teams are really good. These are my two main teams now. Well, I mean, I also do have thingy.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed.
My Jinglu team, and I still love my Jinglu team. Don't get me wrong. And that's one thing I want to check on the website for guides of characters. What do they suggest for her now?
Watch your head.
Yeah, scholar now.
It's on me.
So I maybe need to start building that up instead.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
Destined for oblivion.
Happy New Year! Ill fate descends.
Yep. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should rebuild her at some point. Get the new stuff. Maybe once I'm done here with Fuego.
They have to do that. They could have just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Ugh. Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
That they are.
Enough rules. We should look elsewhere too. Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path.
Do not discard. This is absurd.
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this.
It said trash, so I'm gonna literal trash in the trash can.
Something's happening.
Well.
What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
Hey, I remember running into an open window, so...
It's only human nature.
Well, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure. What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place.
Memories about that?
When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh. It's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here. I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles.
Are you gonna stand around and mope all day, or are you gonna get on with life
back on my
Sunday?
past in this way. Come now, we should go. This will be a long farewell.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. the family is currently investigating.
Oh wait, so this is going on at the same time as...
You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but...
I believe that's what I'm getting at. This stuff is all going on at the same time as the war
Thanks for the tip,
dance.
sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay
Or,
safe,
no,
too.
no, wait. No, this will be before war dance. I guess.
Hold on. Sweet dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby.
Yeah.
Miracle that he
He's
didn't
had
see
actual
us.
links to Honkai before.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us. Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will.
Yeah, I thought so. Well, no. There was no way that was true.
Put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value. Not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
Okay, I'm okay with Welt getting some story spotlight as well.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can
1
see,
week,
I've only returned
which
to my
ends
home
with
today.
Sunday, I must say.
Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
So this is how the Astral Express gets
Agreed.
involved with it.
But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
There you go!
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this, too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along, too.
Okay, okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
You know what? I am going to swap the team over to our... Oh, hello. Hang on. Hello? What does he do?
All or nothing. Just
What does
don't
he do?
abandon your principles.
It would help to learn what he does. Is he... Hang on a second. Let me have a look what teams he's good for. God's sake, Sunday. It'd be nice if they had told me he was sitting right there, ready. But they didn't. I don't know what he actually does. That's the problem. Makes it kind of difficult to know what lineup I want to use with him. You know what I mean? Who's a good amp? Let's try this. I mean, as long as the team's good, I should be able to do a lot, but you know how it is.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
I mean, technically someone did. Primitive.
I'm not in a position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
Is that Swan? Are they talking about Swan? I don't actually know off the top of my head.
Passenger? Do you mean this lady here?
Wait, what?
Or these ladies?
Huh? Huh?
This... How?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Yeah, you're fucking telling me. What the fuck is going on? Don't bring any enemies here or the whole place blows up.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms? I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only...
I'm trying to work out where this is in the timeline now.
But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason. I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
I don't like the background doing this. It makes me feel like we're just spinning in a circle. It's making me feel sick. It's kind of making me feel... I don't know. It's just like... I feel motion sick.
Could there be more to it?
I know it's supposed to be like we're moving forward, but it just feels like we're rotating.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
Thing is, Amphoros doesn't have any
We do not
eons
communicate
or
much within the
icons.
society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however. That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by. So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home? Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you
We fucked up!
He knows how to present things logically.
Arby's fucked up! Now everyone's using her skin.
Not now. Of all times. Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Ting-Yoon for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't like how this story chapter has gone so
Something
far.
happen in the dreamscape?
It's all just kind of feels thrown in at the moment.
We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but he insisted on us.
Hey!
That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
I still want more candy.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting.
He asked me what happened,
And
March.
we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit. Miss Ting-Yoon ate the candy too, but she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo!
That's because she's an emanator now, isn't she?
Before we knew it, she multiplied into several Ting-Yoons right in front of us.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities.
See, that makes more
themselves.
sense.
There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who's this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
I like they both disguise. Both him and his sister have disguised as them.
Been a while, everyone.
It's you!
What's going on?
Am I still dreaming?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
I do wish it was a little more pushed into, like, Ting-Yun just suddenly being here is a
At this
little...
point, Sunday has no reason to...
A little weak just to horseshoe it into the story. Just like this, even if they go into it later. Just, it feels so horseshoed in.
Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady.
With, like, the small reveal, I thought was going to be, like, a big thing.
Pummeled this control freak.
He was a worthy opponent.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Ting-Yoon. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we...
All Ting-Yuns, get together, please. We need to get a group photo. That'll work.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion? It's me! I'm the one who wants every Ting-Yoon to come together to form the Ting-Yoon
God
Merchant
damn it.
Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper. I know, we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass
Everyone
many
together, group
others, making you
photo.
the perfect
Now, push them all together!
negotiations on our behalf.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. How do you...
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
Tingyun's got a sense of humor these days.
You better not be referring to the part about my wits surpassing many others.
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yes, more specifically the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu?
Well...
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the Eye of the Storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Tingyuns here.
When is she gonna awaken?
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal.
But then again, gifts should be lasting.
What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day?
That sounds like a good idea.
If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it.
She makes a valid point, too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Tingyuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. You won't be able to get a word in.
So, what do you think?
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her, in other words. It means the Tingyuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay. You just
Each part resembles a different feeling.
At any rate,
This is like
this is a known
Inside Out, but advanced.
Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, but it may take me a while to identify her.
Just cool for her. Look for one that's got
Why do I feel like it's not gonna be a wise move to interrupt her?
fan wielder, kitty. Oh my god, really?
Huh? You can't fly? I can. I can fly. A long, long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high.
That's Yukong.
I'll take you next time.
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own.
Even if that's true, it doesn't apply.
Two interacting in. Is there one behind here? No?
Huh? Yikes. She's scared.
Oh, fan wielder as in...
Oh, were you all looking for me?
As in, she's holding a fan.
Found her. If I remember...
It's nothing special, really.
There she is.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try, my lady. If I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Tingyun
March,
hostage...
really? No, there are 4 pairs of eyes between the 3 of us.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. One week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
There's no need for that.
Yeah, he definitely... I like how he is a little bit more like, I do want to atone for my sins, but
with this, Miss Tingyu?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best 1 week.
he's seeing what happened. There's Fantilia.
What the?
There was Fantilia taking her.
Just now.
A voice?
Never mind.
Look, it's working.
Ooh. Yeah, that was Fantilia in her body. Oh, is this her new form as well? Oh!
I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Oh my god, make a fucking scene. Slay.
You may be small, but you're pretty amazing.
You okay?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
Speak truthful. We are the heroes here. Alright? Don't be doing zombie bite on me.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Oh, and he's gone. Darkness descends before the eyes, reminiscence of the chaos before the birth of the universe. Amid the chaos, a voice.
Don't be afraid.
Here we go. Now we get to see what happened.
What is this place? No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Who are you? And who am I? Is that where I came from? And where does this path lead?
Right. You know what? Fine. We won't use Sunday then. You know what? Because she's now on the team, we're going to swap to her team. The triple fire lasses.
To the other side.
One.
Always remember, don't let life leave you any regrets.
And Linksha. I really seem to have something for brunettes from the Alliance, apparently. And by the way, actually, I seem to have
familiar.
Quite a lot for
Does she want to lead me somewhere?
You're the story one. You're not my one. I seem to have a lot for just in general
Don't worry.
brunettes in this game, because there's also the Herta being Lisa. Hey, wait up for me! Hello?
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
Life pod?
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent.
Yeah, there we go. So she was dead. That is confirmed. She was dead.
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic.
So I was wrong in saying that she would just be captured alive. She was outright dead.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am? Can they not hear me?
Oh, am I a spirit right now? Boop, 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 boop.
This girl is...
a familiar name. Do I know her?
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
Ruan May, where are you meeting me?
Who's talking to me? These are...
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand.
Has she got like tattoos on her arm?
Who are you?
Like a slight yellow?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want
She
me
has!
to go through here? Do I...
She has like markings on her shoulder. On her
no need for that. It's too
neck
dangerous.
area.
And you don't fight it. Embrace it.
So yeah, she
Try to
isn't.
coexist.
She exists using the power of one of the
Think of it
gods.
as
She's interesting.
feeling your own scars.
My... scars? Wait!
Here we go. Let's see how she runs.
Is this called... coexisting?
Never mind. Fireflies got this.
As I said before.
Meow.
Share good fortunes.
Set the seas aflame! Time to cleanse the filth. Everything in this world.
I'm sorry. What are these super break numbers?
Cloud scattered.
Christ. Okay, well, super break just got a lot better.
Why are there still so many of them? The ones from before weren't defeated either.
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So this is how she sees the world, I'm guessing?
I'm trapped between life and death.
I like they're doing this, but I feel like they should have done this first.
You can think of it that way.
Like, all the time skipping feels very, very
Based on what you
separated.
said,
Separated.
If I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Oh, pardon me.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that
Jesus
result.
Christ, Ruan.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this path
will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side.
So that was kind of like a Inception thing.
Congratulations.
There we go.
You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But
When are we going to have a rematch against Fantalia, by the way? Because we're definitely going to have a rematch.
I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the
Wait,
other merchants?
someone didn't agree with it.
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before,
so
these wounds will stay with you.
She's equivalent to, some permanent scarring.
Some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it.
Okay, so this is why her tail is her big
the
thing.
The inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant.
So what traveling merchant is this?
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer.
Who is it?
By the time you
That's getting left behind.
I won't remember any
is
of
it?
these details.
Wait.
I'll arrange for someone to send you home.
Wait!
Which reminds me.
Wait! Wasn't Locha a traveling merchant? And he wouldn't let see what was in his coffin? And he was to do with... Oh my god, was it Locha? Was Ting-yun... What was ever left of Ting-yun in Locha's coffin this whole time? Or something like that? Because that's a possibility. He was there to collect the body. And found someone who could bring it back. You know? He is linked to abundance. So, and that's Fantalia, because abundance and destruction were together in that storyline. We're just about to make a portrait of you.
A little quick to the draw, aren't you?
Very quick to draw. Look at the sketch I made.
And affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you. And Miss Ting-yun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death.
Oh my
Once
god.
she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Ting-yun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss...
How's Yukong gonna respond to this? Because she did do a funeral for Ting-yun.
To allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Ting-Yun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
Yes, the silent duo.
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Ting-Yun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any...
Oh my goodness.
...run into any difficulties.
Okay. We better hurry then. This is ridiculous. How come I keep bumping into colleagues? This is ridiculous. How come I keep bumping into colleagues?
The gong... the gong rings loud. Performers crowd round.
How come I keep bumping into
Hey, that sounded pretty good.
Sorry about that. That was our tumble dryer setting off the fire alarm again. That is now within the last 2 months of five time. By the way, it's a brand new tumble dryer. Unfortunately, yes, I have to keep the alarms in the arcade and outside, kind of linked, because if something does happen outside of the Arcadia, you know, I don't particularly want to be trapped in the arcade if something big goes on outside, you know?
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
So I do
already
apologize.
picked up a few gifts earlier, so that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time, so we better not drag our feet.
My team changed back again. Oh my god, my team's changed again. Oh, it's from the tip of the tail. Interesting.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as souvenirs for my friends back home. My 2 friends here are more familiar with the Dreamscape and recommended your shop, so I'm here to take a look.
Wow, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead. Browse all you like.
First we have Lady Fuxuan of the Divination Commission.
Oh, let's think.
What do you think best?
Get her a launcher.
Lady Fuxuan has such refined taste. The Xianzhou really has changed a lot in the time I've been asleep. Let's go with your suggestion. Next is...
Jingyon. Some of the Division of Elite Fighters.
Now that the Alliance has all of you there to...
Hello! I see a jammin' whooper. How you doing? I'll give him a film.
Studios theme park to learn more.
You've luckily just missed a fire alarm going off. Sorry to anyone watching this as a recording who now, out of nowhere, you know there's suddenly a fire alarm.
Lady Bailu of the Alchemy Commission.
She likes sweets. Get her some
That's a good idea.
syrup.
It might be commonplace, but it's still the specialty of Penacony. That's all of them. Please wrap them up for me.
How you doing today? Hopefully good.
Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected. And it looks like we still have some time to spare.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere. But Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary. Even if we don't get them as gifts, we can keep them as souvenirs for ourselves.
A souvenir for myself? That's definitely an idea I can get behind. But
There's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop, could I have a word with you two in private? Perhaps somewhere more secluded. I'd like to discuss a personal matter. This is a good spot.
Miss Ting-Yoon, what's this about?
Just excuse me. I'm a little upset the fire alarm went off because of the tumble dryer. We have unanimously said throughout the household, outside of the Arcadia, if you're using the tumble dryer, open the back door. There's no ventilation in that room.
But there are some things I find...
They put a tumble dryer and a washing machine in the same room with no...
I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways.
So I heard a high-pitched squeal. I was wondering if the fire alarm was about to go off again.
Remember what it was like when you first saw
They put him in a room with no ventilation whatsoever. Sorry about this, Ting-Yoon. I'm interrupting everything you're saying, but I gotta vet it out because I'm wound up with it now.
Exactly. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling.
It's almost as if we've been traveling for ages, huh?
When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Fantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Fantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while. I thought you must have come back as a double.
But it was much earlier than that. That thought has me filled with
Yep.
sorrow.
At no point did we actually meet Ting-Yoon.
Away. And that's what I've been puzzled about too. I never actually saw how Fantilia managed to disguise herself as me. What was your impression of that Ting-Yoon, if you recall?
Calculating.
That part is true. I'm always calculating when it comes to business, but never with people. So, what did she seem like to you?
A shrewd merchant.
I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next time you could just say silver-tongued.
Oh, you could show me if you're so.
Was there anything particularly memorable?
Very flexible.
Now's not the time for those kinds of jokes.
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I...
No, you're not.
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Ting-Yoon.
Exactly, so she's not like the other Ting-Yoon.
Miss March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling...
Oh, they have got up with that weird hair split that they do.
Regret and relief.
I've just realised they got up with the hair split, so you can see her back.
As a merchant, staying well informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Lawfu before I return. If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help. Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but in that case...
We wouldn't have crossed paths.
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life for a few days, rather than merely disguising herself. I regret missing out on your Xianzhou journey.
Hey, there's always chance for more.
Everything that unfolded
You know, you can join us on the next one.
Aside from the scanning, played out exactly as if I'd been there. This leads me to consider another possibility. Fantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even. I will not be taken advantage of. I must take something back from her as well. But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered...
Well, I mean, you say that, but you take her materials for your level up, so... Is that enough?
Brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly. We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Fantilia made me act like somebody else. And now, I will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a proper acknowledgement.
How about just a hug?
Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
You're welcome.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on. And you, my dear benefactors, will be my source of courage.
Miss Ting-Yoon, that's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm him.
We'll see. I just hope the Ting-Yoon in your memories won't be tainted by Fantilia anymore. All right, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Let's continue on our way. Not yet time to return.
Does that add something?
Welcome to the Dreamscape Sales Store. Dr. Edward at your service.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something exotic and preferably captivating.
Just a friendly reminder, being too picky would help you find the best dream. Just to dampen your spirits ahead. That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions. Not too long ago, I procured a dream bubble that sounds perfectly. The story unfolds in the Shenzhou Alliance, where a young swordmaster strives to become the sword champion. However, this junior Foxian sword just turned 100, puts him in a tough spot.
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance. Feel free to pick a few for me.
I love customers like you. So easy to work.
So easy to take advantage of, you mean? Just don't
Shut up, March!
Okay?
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you, my benefactors. After troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream bubble for you.
Wow. That's really nice of you.
Here are the dream bubbles I prepared. Thank you for your business.
Well, it looks like everything's finally in order. I suppose it's time to head back?
Why are we heading to the ship, not to the train?
Can't believe it's time for Miss Ting-Yoon to leave.
Hey, Silent Himiko. So again, I said it last time we were here, but if you watch, her mouth doesn't move when talking.
Yeah, we got delayed.
Everyone with a voice, their mouth moves.
Explain in detail when he gets back. Has the messenger from the Xianzhou arrived yet?
Wait. Is it Yukong? It is. A reaction like that, it's... Oh.
Long time no see, everyone.
Madame Yukong?
Oh, that's
I've imagined
sweet.
this moment many times. I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word beforehand. But now it seems it was unnecessary. Ting-Yoon, I'm here to take you home.
I thought we were taking her home. Huh. But I suppose not. I suppose we have a different thing that we have to get together with, so... I guess it makes sense.
Madame Yukong, I wasn't expecting it to be you. What a wonderful surprise.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
Yeah, me of all people.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for? Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
Oh, don't get too cocky.
Still the same. Carefree as always.
She'll meet fish out. She'll throw you through the table.
I'll save it for the road. It's a long journey back to the Luofu. Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate it.
Have you tried bubble tea?
I have no doubt. But since we're alone here, may I ask you one more thing? Do I really have to go back to the Luofu?
Why? You don't want to?
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron Mei, who has no ties to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me? It seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Luofu and complicate things. I might as well take advantage of this situation.
Take advantage of the situation? What do you mean?
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, they were created by Fantilia herself. If possible, please inform the General and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
When Ron Mei visited the Luofu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Fantilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element of surprise.
She's become a warrior.
If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decisions, I want to know what you think. If you wish to go home, I'll support you, no matter what others may say.
Then I'm glad. I shall save you the trouble of hearing what those people may say.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise. There is someone who can attest to my true intentions. Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
Is Ruan Mei here as well?
Is that...
Oh!
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple
Ah,
millions.
one survived.
Each embodying a different aspect of my memories. And one of them hasn't returned to me. Because she ventured too far. Until now.
You mean her? What is she doing?
She's captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me. As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. Her boarding this ship was solely down to her inner impulse.
She wishes to travel and see the world. Is that what we're going for here?
Madame Yukong, do you remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but that was her first experience with the sky.
So that's... Aww.
Of course I remember.
That's the animate, the remembrance of...
Back then.
Yeah, the...
You were still young enough for me to carry.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
Oh.
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
You can't just say that.
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot. But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to others for dear life.
This flight was a turning point in my life. The boundless cosmos unfolded before me. I was completely mesmerized. Not just by the view, but by a realization.
Oh, every time I hear the loud... Oh my god, there's something in the music.
Beyond waiting for us to explore. Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the star skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild. Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring the paths that lie beyond. Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme, and might not always follow your principles as a traveling merchant.
My principles. Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will continue to uphold my principles. But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans, they falter in the face of the gods.
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
Madame Yukong, you were once a survivor in the war too, weren't you? In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone telling me that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity. But Madame Yukong, the gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns? If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little fox. Not caught up in this war.
Unfortunately, war catches everyone in a certain
Don't
radius.
be disheartened, Madame Yukong.
Doesn't matter who you are.
Thanks to
You won't be able to escape.
favor
Old, new,
of the Lord
you know what I mean?
Remember, it's often
Our
the
underscore
unassuming
patch
pawns,
underscore of underscore
the lone
shrooms has
traveler,
invited two to join the conquest.
Hello there, Patches Shrooms. How you doing today? Welcome on in, and hello, Raiders. My name is Cronus Streets of the Arcadia Network. I am the content streamer here, playing a variety of games, mainly focusing on RPG games. We are currently playing the last chapter in Honkai Star Rail. You're doing good, just very tired. Well, if you need to have a bit of a rest, if you need to go and get yourself a drink, you're more than welcome to go ahead and do so. Let's get you quickly one of these. As soon as this cutscene ends, I'll be able to get you a shout out. There we go. Let's get you one good old little shout out. Thank you so much as well for that follow there. Welcome to the Arcadia Network, where the doors are open and games are on.
This place also affected by the
So what were you playing? You were playing Star Rail as well. How have you been enjoying it so far with the story?
Farewell. I changed my mind along the way.
Yeah, we managed to get the new Ting Yun. Very late, unfortunately.
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch.
I have heard this side of the this is a bit short. Okay, for some reason the shout seems to be
Thanks to luck.
I'm trying to change too.
Unfortunately, the shout seems to be a bit jammed because usually it plays a clip with it. But
Take the opportunity to escape.
I'm excited to see where we're going. I feel that now they've managed to get Ting Yun's story in, it's a little better. I'm just very concerned because of all the characters coming. Obviously, as we say, the new location, Adforus, is 100% based on the Elysian realm from Third.
Let him stay.
Elysian Realm has some of my favorite characters in it.
Actually need 1 week to be there.
You've got
Shouldn't be
Parthelis.
seen talking to a fugitive.
You've got Ouroboros. That's not her actual name.
Reveal your true identity.
Yeah, I'm on the EU servers, however.
Have to be aware that this
My UID is just down the bottom there. I am a support main, so I normally go for characters which are support type. I'll go occasionally for the DPSs. Like, I'm probably one of the only users you'll ever find who won't argue getting losing a 50-50 to Bailu. Heck, when I used to play Genshin, I actually wanted to lose Chi-Chi because I love playing the healer. It just feels so good to know that everyone's life, whether they live or die, well, they gotta treat me right, otherwise they're gone. Hopefully I've got some good characters that'll be able to jump in and assist where you need to as well with that. Granted, the only character I have pulled that is a 5-star.
To see you here, Miss Robin.
Oh, he's ringing in disguise. God damn it. Oh, she's not voiced either. Oh. Oh well.
1 week. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Man. I want to know what coding they use as well, because I pointed out earlier in the stream, if you notice, their mouths only move if they have audio behind their audio, vocal audio. Otherwise, if you look at Robin now, her mouth isn't moving despite speaking. So how do they link up the mouth movements to the audio? Is it based on waveforms? Is it...
When we look up into the night
sky, you know? It's a shame there's a strike, but it is necessary. What they are striking against, it is highly necessary for them to strike against.
So, have we ever truly seen a real sky?
Because unfortunately, when you look at what AI is doing, I don't know if anyone's heard recently, Meta is going to be flooding their platforms with AI accounts and AI interaction just to make it look better. And I'm sorry, I know another platform that's going to do that and just flood them
There's going to be a show
deliberately.
I came early to find a good seat.
It's just... AI is kind of pathetic when used to, you know, when used as a tool to assist. Not so bad. I'd say AI being used as a tool to assist, like, I need help with making it in this pose. Granted, the problem with that is it pulls from artists. It can be used as a tool to help, but the problem is, it's a weird thing. It's like, as a tool, it's brilliant for, like, coming up with poses and stuff and coming up with ideas. But the problem is those ideas are usually stolen. Kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. There's only one AI I support. And it's because she won't steal from anyone. Isn't that right, Howie? My little friend down here. The artificial intelligence, or the artificial online interaction. Also, automatic online interaction bot. And Arcadia's AI, resident AI. And by AI, I mean it's actual artificial intelligence.
Uneasy. Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before.
I mean, I would be happy with a quiet hotel.
What Penacony's future will be like.
I'll be very happy with a quiet hotel if it means I get a book a room for cheap.
Hope it will
not 100 quid a night for a flipping travel lodge. You know, I thought travel lodge was meant to be the cheap option. Or a Premier Inn. Both of them.
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words.
I'm not salty, I promise.
Already knows what you wanted to say. If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage? There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. It's something that happens every day. I believe they all have the willpower.
I think she knows. I get the feeling that Robin knows this is Sunday.
Are you saying that's not true?
Because remember, she has the power of harmony as well.
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have. What?
Oh, this is moments like this are so sappy that they're so sweet. You know?
I hope so. A dream jigsaw. I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
Oh, my heart.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today. Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this profession. They hope to use these blessings.
I really hope we do get... I hope there is a reunion between the siblings later on. Later down the storyline, you know?
The second jigsaw piece. Is this a pair of wings or a decoration made of feather? We should keep looking.
She knows! I think she knows. Yeah, I'm enough to pull for Robin. Yeah! That's the problem I've got with the upcoming patch. I wouldn't mind getting Herta because, other than healers, I was actually... One of my original mains in Genshin was Lisa. The Herta is definitely the Lisa of this game. And also, I do like Kingdom Hearts. So you got Herta Aliga. Looks like she'll be amazing. There's like so many good-looking characters that I would like to pull. Oh, come on. Look, it's a memory. You should recognize it. It's a Charmony dove.
It's done. Have a look.
Oh, with the meteor falling as well. They are, but... I'm surprised it took them this soon to start doing this. Don't tell me that's a Charmony dove flying. Oh my god.
Soon I shall travel
it is.
to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars...
I mean, let's be honest, if Sunday is going to join us on the Express, it is very likely that on a future event, he and Robin will meet again, considering she travels. Part of her career is that she travels to different planets that are in strife. She knew! I knew it, she knew! I knew she could tell! As a brother with a sister, you can just tell when they're around. Oh my god!
Didn't seem like a perfect...
Oh, my heart be still.
I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit. But Why did you do those unnecessary things?
What things?
Those
Oh.
If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want, but I can't. I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
I swear Warwick's voice actor has been in this game prior as one of the characters.
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
I'm pretty sure that is Sword Boy's. I can't remember his name.
One last stop. But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why did you become a nameless?
Why the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. After spending time with you, I'm even more convinced of this assessment. At this very moment,
You could join us.
countless worlds above the sky still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to stay here. All for an old friend you never knew, and a notorious fugitive. To trailblaze means to forge ahead. Yet
sometimes you can't forge ahead without, knowledge of the past. Sometimes you also gotta charge up before you ram through the barrier. Otherwise you go splat into a wall.
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watchmaker also made a similar choice.
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his lifetime.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if we leave the Express, some trailblazing paths will still continue. You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual will have their own view of what it means to walk this path and will always try their best, no matter the situation. The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living being who exists under the stars. In my homeland, the name Welt means world. It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves.
I wonder if we'll get another Welt form where he kind of reawakens to being the Heriter of Truth, like in Third.
On my journey are what is most precious to me.
Like,
This
I
is
would not be
my
against
way
that.
Of the trailblaze and the reason why I decided to
He becomes Quantum or Ice to represent Bronya in that game.
I left my home in a hurry.
Because she's always Ice element when she's a Heriter.
I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye to their past. The same way you're doing right here, right now. There was never a third person with us, was there?
I told you he'd find out.
I mean, Imaginary Himiko would be funny, because that would be the
Should've
third.
known nothing could escape your key.
That would be everyone has an imaginary form.
Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take our final bow in this farewell performance.
You're the Sins. You're gonna be the boss, aren't you? Huh. We'll see how well this plays out with this team. This isn't really my main team. Not a very well-built team.
I won't take too much time.
So we'll see how it goes. This is just a team I threw together to use Sunday.
The Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here, and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the land of the dreams. When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a Stellaron.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Atone for my sins.
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop.
Hmm.
Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness.
Oh, too real, too real, too real. Please don't, please don't. I don't like it when things get real. Like that level of real.
Flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born, and once when they die.
Sometimes a third time when they jump out of a fourth-story window, but you know. Apparently we're not counting that.
I will say goodbye.
Then again, that probably comes up under death as well.
To the me of yesterday.
Ah.
I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony. It's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring
I did think something was missing.
By the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away. While I was in the gallery of thoughts,
You could probably throw it away and use it like a blooming Mortal Kombat. What's his name with the spiked hat?
Why?
I am a fugitive after all.
Oh, I love the hood he's got.
Protected by the family. Another reason is to feel pain. A pain like falling from the sky.
Okay, Space Jesus, calm down.
That can keep me
We've got to put Halo in the morning.
This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony.
Hey, Sunday, we're just upstairs playing some video games. Do you want to join us?
First time in my
Sure, what are we playing?
Enter the sweet dream. As an ordinary person.
Halo!
Is that also how Mr. One Week came into this world?
No. You and he was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with.
Whoops.
It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite
That's why he responded as he did, because he
roaming
knew.
around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun also divided my fragile self into two.
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that you two look nothing alike.
You could say he's another possibility.
The two ends of...
I too was once a child.
Is this that one Yu-Gi-Oh card artwork where one hill has like the mansion with lightning and thunder, and the other has a green hill?
If I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out to be exactly like him. What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. I will perform a tuning on myself and return to my complete form. And this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. That's why I said this was the last.
Oh man, he was only around for 1 week.
Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears? No. This is a foregone conclusion. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down, I'm also anticipating this possibility.
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated.
I did not pull for Sunday because I knew I wanted to pull for the new Ting-Yun, for Fuega. I've still no idea how to say her name.
Anticipating this possibility.
And I knew there was a very high chance that my normal luck would come in where I failed the 50-50, and both times she comes in extremely.
Where it will be impossible to maintain
Fuji.
my orderly life.
Okay, Fuji.
I'm left to navigate
Like Fuji Tip.
unexpected surprises.
I knew that it'd be very likely that even if I got her or failed to get her, both times she would come in extremely late. She came in at... Bronya came in at 69 pulls, and she came through about 60 pulls.
Since I left Penacony, I could no longer
Not more like a Ga. Fuga.
Don't flatter
Okay.
yourself. You can't control anything. But isn't that how it is for most people?
But yeah, so she ended up coming extremely late, and her light cone also came in extremely late. So, unfortunately, as much as I did want Sunday, I was like, of the two, which one do I want more? My only hope is that Sunday may come along during a less exciting patch next
The
time.
opportunity to tell you this in person.
Go fuck yourself.
I truly dislike you. What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite? I must admit.
This is a real Persona 4 situation right now.
There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person. Or my fondness. I want to tell her that I love all her songs. Then go for it.
I am the shadow of your true self.
Walking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped.
Not for long.
Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing.
I have Persona 4 Golden on my PC and I have 5 Royal on my PS5. The only thing that's stopping me playing it is that I am a perfectionist when it comes to RPGs. I like to do absolutely everything in one go. Persona's very difficult to do that.
I dislike people.
I mean, to be fair, one of the first things I did during my university, and this is one thing I'll always put up there.
If I fail, I will still
during my university years, I watched a 50-hour playthrough of Persona 5, the original version.
Whether it's you,
I don't know the story inside and out, but I know quite a lot of the stuff that goes on.
Or even opposed, becomes the force I must rely on in the future. And this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip?
Yeah, but it was worth it, to be honest.
Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express?
Yeah.
Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler? Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand.
To be fair, I think I said with
the best way to achieve personal experience.
Oh, I will say the 50 hours was in segments. Don't worry.
I'm already starting to make changes.
Do not worry. I didn't watch 50 hours in one go.
Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate.
6 phone people dating game.
That I detest.
Is that the other Hoyoverse one? Tears of Themis or something?
Only then will we truly be able to walk among the living in their world. But what if you can't do it? That's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person.
I've only known one person that actually has played Tears of Themis. That's alright.
It's just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice in my broken wings. Step into the mortal world to see how it truly is.
Meow. That's quite alright.
I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky. On a planet of festivities. Whatever identities I once had, they no longer matter. It's not the
While this combat goes on, I'm probably gonna have to quickly run and get some bits done. So hopefully it's a battle I can auto.
I don't have much to say.
So I'm fiddling with a damn Rubik Cube again.
It's time to part ways.
I can't solve them, but I like fiddling with them.
When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time.
I mean, I'm pretty good with auto battle.
Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all. No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard.
I mean, I'll tell you one thing that now Star Rail can get away with. Now Star Rail from 3.0 is giving us outfits. Original Sunday could be an outfit. A cheap one, but they've got it already ready to go. So, because we're getting a March outfit. Dial Town. Oh, here we go.
Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
one must first step back onto the stage.
Oh, all the cutscenes in this game are beautiful. Right, I'm gonna see if auto battle is running. And we'll see. No auto. Ah. I'm gonna have to be 1 second. I'm gonna leave you in the combat, listen to the music. I'll be as quick as possible.
A moment of divine insight arises from enduring patience.
Oh, it's so different from earlier today. It's now cold. Outlet, right. What do I do here? Main damage dealer. Actually, I am going to retreat from this battle because I missaw what the actual weaknesses were. I thought that, I thought wind was one of his weaknesses. Turns out I'm wrong, so we're just gonna fucking brute strength this shit. Sorry, but weakness break is just uncontested at the moment. I hate to say it.
Always remember.
Weakness break is uncontested. As I shall prove.
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
See, start with the AoE to break. That should summon the rabbit. No, not yet. Not the best, because only one break, but... I don't get to use her now.
Existence is unity.
Echoes of the past need not fade away.
Yeah, you try that now, Sonny boy. You're not, because she's moving next, I'm just gonna use regular. Yeah, I honestly am this is one of my best teams now, officially. Oh my god, the damage! Holy shit! Did you like having a health bar? Not against this team, you don't. Right, is my thing still up? I think it is.
Every petal
Right.
will be swept away by the wind.
Apparently, though, weakness break is going away soon. Apparently, the next big patch basically destroys it, is what everyone is saying. See, the downside for me here is that,
Is it inevitable for me?
yeah, there's no transition music. I'm sorry, but let's see her ult. I haven't seen her ult yet. And she goes into an enhanced state. Hello?
Cloud scatter.
So I've just completely lost track of what I was saying.
Allow me to purge the roots of the crop.
Have we met? Dream vanished.
I've completely forgotten what I was saying. I got distracted by huge damage.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Sorry. I think I remember. People were basically saying that Super Break is going to be not as good in 3.0 because they're going to go for the Remembrance path and make that overpowered. Thing is, all I want... Nice Christianity reference. Oh, for fuck's sake. They gone full Christianity one there. I want single target damage to get a buff. Unfortunately, yes, I did it very quickly because Weakness Break with that team is incredibly overpowered. Now, it is not endgame overpowered. Let me tell you that for nothing. I am not able to beat some endgame content at its highest level. Like, I can't do the occasional challenge at its highest level.
How should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. 1 Week?
But it is extremely good.
Whichever you prefer.
I'm very happy with my teams. Like, Acheron, my Acheron dot team does extremely well. My Weakness Break team does extremely well. And to a degree, my Jinglu Ice target, it's just Jinglu DPS does extremely well. And it makes me kind of upset that my original Zila team,
at this point,
not very good anymore. When the game launched, Zila was the best character in the game, kind of thing. But the problem is, because of how many enemies you get put up against now, how many enemies you get put up against, single target DPS is not as good. And it's really upsetting. Yes! I've got quite a few of them. Because of the way I've played, I've pretty much only pulled on characters that I'm a lot more in tune with, or really want. Zila, obviously, I really wanted because it's Sealy. It is outright just Seela. It is... Well, it's either Sealy or Valari from 3rd, who is an amazing character in that game. That's why I'm going to struggle with Ampharos and all the Flame Chasers.
Mr. Yang,
if they give us...
just want to tell you this.
They are giving us, I believe, a snake woman. Or a very reptilian-like woman. Which if they do, I need to pull, because that is Oboros's. And Oboros was one of the first high-level characters I got in Impact 3rd. Which sounds weird, because that game had been out for like 5-6 years by the time I got around to playing it.
Will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance.
I'm pseudo excited for the site. It looks good. I like that it's going to be Greek and Roman inspired. I'm definitely excited for that. I'm excited that the characters are based on...
I'm glad the Penaconians...
the characters are 100% the Flame Chasers, as I say. It's definitely the Elysian realm. So I'm definitely believing that Ampharos doesn't exist and it's a memory of a planet destroyed.
You and I wouldn't be in opposition.
So if they do pull that out, I'll be more than happy. But I will say, a lot of games have very, very happily subverted expectation. And they made it clear on the announcement yesterday that they are very aware that people are making this theory that Ampharos doesn't exist. They are very, very aware that Honkai Impact 3rd players are making that assumption.
Given me many insights as well.
So what are they actually going to do?
Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior.
Then again, as I say,
creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong...
When Penacony released,
as I move forward,
the guy that writes it, who is one of the main writers for Impact 3rd, said we were in for a nice, calm, and fun time. How'd that work out?
Lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true nameless.
Well, you can still join us.
I admire your...
I guess that's what he's gonna say.
Perhaps what I need.
That's all right. You have a lovely night. Thanks for popping in. Have a good one.
Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now?
Oh, why not?
this is why I brought him here. Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course, I can't make that decision alone.
Right, give me a second. I don't have anything to say.
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please, say whatever's on your mind.
You're a noble person. Can't deny it with a compassion in your heart. Have some hope in humanity. I like they're letting us kind of choose how we actually feel towards characters a little bit more. I think we can be friends. You can join to atone for your sins.
Well, you did get nerfed after turning into a good guy. So I guess I'm okay.
I'm sorry, did someone show March the enemy? The enemy after you unlock them as a playable character meme.
And when that day comes, it'll be farewell. Until then, rest assured that I will do my best to fulfill my duty as your companion.
Yeah, we better let him know. So wait, where's he gonna stay? What room's he gonna stay in?
Can prepare for our next warp jump. Try.
No, we're still not quite there.
Oh my god, are they actually revealing it this early as well?
Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice. So, you must also understand.
Man, this makes her look like a villain.
The importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves. So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved. So, all-seeing presence.
Oh my god!
Ask you this. What is divinity?
She's talking with an Eon. Oh my god, so... One, yes, that was extremely short. Two, are they gonna start... They did this last time. They showed us something for the next patch. Are they gonna start showing us stuff for the next patch, like, every time now? Because that's kind of exciting. That's extremely exciting. Oh my god. What's this one? Okay, so that is... Well, I'm happy with how this has gone. I want to say thank you all for joining. Again, I want to apologize for the fire alarm. It's a shame. I thought this was going to be 2 episodes, but... Looks like it was only 1, which means we are probably going to have a moment of time where there's no uploads for a while again. It's unfortunate. It's just very difficult when the game updates at the pace it does. I hope people understand. This isn't a series that I am stockpiling as much. I'm releasing them as soon as I can. But, let's scroll over. I still want to keep listening to this song. We gotta scroll over to the just chatting. I don't listen to that. That's not on the playlist. What it is, it shouldn't be. Let's throw a new one in. So, again, I want to say thank you to everyone that has come in today. Thank you to everyone that has popped by. It has been an absolute pleasure to be making your acquaintance. I think we're going to raid off into Lucina tonight, who is playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Tona, the Golden Country. So please, please, please stick around for the raid. Go show some love and support. Lucina is an absolutely amazing streamer who deserves absolutely all the support in the world. So I will see you guys on Saturday. A brand new title. I'm excited. But I'll see you guys then. Chris Arcadia Network. Signing out.